Derby Day. We're currently on the way to the ramp. It's about 6:19. We need to be there in about 10 minutes or so, but we should get her. And gotta do the paperwork this morning since I didn't print it out like I usually do, so that's fun. Anyway, we found some on bed yesterday, and a couple big ones on bed too. Hopefully we can catch them, but I think we're gonna start on main stretch first that we got bid on Friday. We shook off some pretty good ones there. We're just gonna burn through that and then go bed fishing all day, so it ought to be a fun day. It's either gonna be a 18-20 pound day or it's gonna be like a 10-pound day, but we'll see how she goes. So I'll see y'all at the ramp. It is takeoff time. We're boat 28, and I think we're towards the back of the pack, but doing at 3 o'clock, and I think it should be a good day. I got a lot of confidence in catching 17, 18 today, so shooting for 20, but see y'all in the water.
Honestly, bro. 28. Get it out of
29, 30.
Let's freaking go, baby. There you go.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Well, get us 4 more of them.
Sleeper gill down the gullet, dude. Dude, I thought it was like a 3-pounder.
That's awesome.
God. Freaking go.
You'll have to see
it. Number 1, baby. Lift up and you just like barely lift up. It's like zzz.
He's been fishing for that one fish for
An hour.
An hour.
Finally got her. I can ring down.
There's a bigger one. There's like an 8-pounder down there too, but I don't know where it went. That one's only like a 5. Finally, I know I can get it. Oh. soon as I saw you lift up.
And it
It
didn't
like
go.
it like didn't fight that much, and then just goes. Zzz.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know it was on there. I didn't know she bit it. I told you she's a biggie.
She used to quit peeing out sleep.
498. It's a 5.
You get
Big
two
old
4
man.
4 pounders, almost 5 pounders.
5 pounder.
Yeah.
4.5 and a 5 now. Big old Kentucky. Sleeper got in the freaking goal.
4 times.
You see how wide he was? That's why I thought he was bigger than that. He's still a 3 though. Close to. GoPro died, but we caught another one. Not a bad one. On the sleeper gill. Back here in a real shallow pocket. About 2.5 probably. Both still dead. We caught a freaking giant 5.5, 6. She went under the dock, and I had to get down and lip her right there. Choked the freaking sleeper gill. I'm shaking. Pops is happy. Lucas is here. Yeah, that's a freaking toad. He's not bigger than the other one, but he's a good one. He just spit it out too. I know, it's freaking close. Stop flopping, come back. Stop. He's only a 4 or something, but do what? Yeah. I think this one's gonna give us 23. So dude, all of ours been on beds. But I just caught a female here. It's like 5.5. So. What?
Huh?
Do you know Gary Hollering?
Oh, no, I don't. Four, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, it would be a little bit of a cult.
Take a picture of that, dude.
I know that hurt.
A little bit of a cold.
How much did it weigh?
Huh?
How much did it weigh?
Scale. My knee hurts so bad.
I know. Did you hit off the bracket?
I hit it off, yeah.
I hit my leg off that so many times.
And then we were just searching and we found this pair over here between a rock. And I caught the female first, weird. And then I caught the male. But the female, it's caught another freaking toad, another 4.5 probably. Didn't get it on camera, but I thought that fish was like a 2.5, 3 pounder. No, it's a freaking big one. Heck yeah. Weigh-in time. Oh, big. Number 2, another big one.
I'm guessing number 3.
Number 3, another big one. 4, little bitty one. Big. That barely fits on his lip. It's another big one. Oh, mercy. We might have to hit the double. That's it.
I didn't know if you had another goal. I know. Oh my.
One for big.
At 5. Boat 28, 5 fish. This is for big. 5 pounds even.
Not quite. Never know. You never know. Probably get a new one. That's gonna break the basket. 25.
23-10.
Woohoo! Nice. Good job, boys.
Boat 48.
Well, that was the tournament. Didn't really get a ton of footage of today because we were straight bed fishing, not much going on for very long periods of time. But we ended up getting a win. Me and old Lucas over here, Mr. Netman himself. Yeah. And we had 23-10. We had like a 5.6, 560 probably as our big. Ended up weighing the wrong one, it was big. It ended up being a 5 pounder, but you'll have that, I guess. It didn't matter anyway. My buddy Tyler ended up catching a 5.7 that was big. So it's whatever, but a good win. And on next week, I'm gonna go over a few of the baits that we were throwing and just kind of go over what happened with y'all. So we ended up catching 23 pounds and 10 ounces and got the dub. And this dude right here was our main thing. We threw a bunch of other stuff that got him fired up, and he flipped that sleeper gill in there, and they'd smoke it. It was fun. So yeah, that's the exact one I was throwing. And what I would do is I'd dye this tail. I would dye that chartreuse and give it that more bluegill look, and then help you see it a little bit better. And that caught 3 of our 5 fish that we weighed in. And then I caught one on just a white Senko, a 5-pounder. That was the second one we caught. That fish was actually like 9-10 foot deep probably. That thing was insanely deep, and it was so hard to see. And I didn't even know it had the bait in its mouth. I lifted up and it was there, and I pulled up and she had it, and it was game on. And we got her in really fast actually, and that was a good one. And then our other one that we caught, I don't have the color with me, but it was one of these, a Bojangles Z Daddy, which these things are awesome. You see and hear me talk about them a lot. This is actually a fire crawl color is what this is, but just give you a little look of what they are. It's literally a Z crawl, but like the durability is a lot better, and the plastic content in this thing is like insanely good. And they have built-in scent. You can catch literally twice as many fish on one of these as you can a competing brands. And then the other thing that I threw at these fish to get them fired up, like they'd either be spooked at it at first, or they'd be like all about it and they'd be fired up after it. And that is just a glide bait. I threw a Chad. This wasn't the color I was throwing. The one I have is currently tied on in the boat, and the boat's at Lake the Ozarks still, because I gotta head back up this weekend. But this one, the Chad is unbelievably good when it comes to bed fishing. It's kind of a sneaky thing. I'll talk about it in another video coming up soon, but yeah, that's kind of a little sneaky thing there. A lot of people don't do that. But I also threw a gilly. A gilly was really good. They haven't been eating the gilly this year like they have been. Last year I caught them really good on it with bed fishing, and then this year I just haven't really had much react to it. But that main thing I caught them on was a sleeper gill, and that was, they were choking it. Like they wanted it. They hated that thing on the bed. And then that last one I caught was on that Z Daddy, and I caught it in quite literally like 3 or 4 minutes of seeing it. It was super fast. That thing got it to bite quick. But the color I was throwing is called Grape Ape. It's kind of a green pumpkin on top, and it has like a purple flake on it towards the bottom. Like on the bottom is just like straight purple. You hear me talk about that quite a bit here recently too, because I've been throwing that as my main jig trailer, and I couldn't get that thing to really hit in the first couple casts with that bandito bug and a white one. So I was like, well, I'm gonna switch to a natural color, and I grabbed that Bojangles, and literally like 4 flips in, she ended up biting it. But I just figured I'd give you all a rundown of kind of what happened. I didn't get as many like hook set catches as I wanted to, because I only had 1 SD card, and we were recording an 8-hour tournament day on 1 SD card, and you're bed fishing. There's a lot of dead time in between where you'll go spend 30, 40, an hour on a fish before you end up catching it, and it just loads up your SD card. So I kind of had it turned off a lot, just conserving so that I had enough for when it did matter. But so yeah, that's just kind of what we did. We ended up catching all of them on beds, and we didn't even see one on bed in day 1 of practice. So we went back out day 2 and we found them on bed. So, but that's fair. I give you all a rundown. So, peace.